one up and up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When up and up, it's magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL.
Coach, winter is just around the corner as you get a look at New Era Field, just south of Buffalo, New York. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. Leading them out is their 6'2 quarterback who was a fourth-round pick back in 2012, Kirk Cousins.
Coming off of a loss their last time out, I think just seeking to make a bigger impact on the game. He threw a touchdown pass, didn't throw an interception. I think he just wants to jump those numbers up in terms of flinging it around and letting his receivers get into the end zone.
A first carry for the Clemson man, Wayne Gallman. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
A first carry now for Jordan Howard. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 17 yards for the Dolphins there as they've got themselves a first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance. When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
This is Gallman, and an alley to run. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Wayne Gallman, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. And trotting out there, their tall quarterbacks, standing at 6'5".
And this could be a whole lot of fun because if his game plan goes into effect early, we're going to see some shots downfield, aren't we? What did he talk to us about? Stretching the field. Wants to open things up for not just his receivers, but for anything underneath.
Well, that was the theme, the front page of the sports section. What did the columnist write? Possible air raid. So we'll see.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how the coaches view that, right? Who gave away the game plan? I think is pretty obvious, though. That'll help them win.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Ready. 10 logo. He's checking credit. Snap.
Looking to throw on second down. Blanchard under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Christian Wilkins. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that. Give him clean lanes to throw the ball.
Blanchard's pass intended for A.J. Green. Incomplete. Kendall Fuller there on the cover.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Cousins. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. On the delay, it's Howard. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit. Taken down to the backfield.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Ed Oliver in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot the last couple of games.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
15 yards that time and a Buffalo first. That reception, it brings him up to the 700 plateau. He's at 700 career NFL catches now.
And that club in baseball, a rather exclusive club, and one we talk about all the time. In football, puts you in the top 50 all-time range. Not so bad either.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. First down, and it's Pollard again. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
2 yards on the pickup.
On second down, it's Pollard. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And he'll be marked down deep on Miami's side of the field. And they will finally haul him down at the Dolphins' 13. Great run there, but it looked like they were going to have him for the stop. He was able to push through. They didn't wrap up defensively.
No, they didn't. All credit to the runner for making it happen, breaking through some contact and going a long way. But the defensive guys, when they watch this on tape, they're not going to be real happy with themselves. They had a great opportunity that they let slip through their hands.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. On the ground, it's Singletary. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary, his second touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again. They go to the big man, second time he gets it done.
Almost as if they were feeling like he was establishing a rhythm. Give it to him again and again, and how about the end result? Finish. It off in the end zone.
Touchdown, great run, and the score. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it was finished off by a Devin Singletary touchdown run. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
On second down, it's Howard. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Cousins. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Cousins going to come up on a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Well, this is caught by Williams. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Running with Howard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. 3rd and short yardage. Cousins looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
That would have been from way downtown. Pretty big roll of the dice, and he comes up a bit short.
Yeah, you knew when you saw the holder setting up on the other side of the 50 that this was going to be a long shot. But to me, there's really no loss here because you've shown confidence in him. Kicking it from a long distance, that'll pay dividends. And the miss, you can shake that one off. He wasn't likely to make it in the first place.
He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They'll run with Pollard. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. Now the Bills will hustle to the line. Now here's Pollard. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Here's Singletary. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Marr able to put this one through. And the Bills have taken the lead. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard. Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front. This will be taken in at the 1. And a great return. Solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line. Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. Cousins. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Cousins to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw, Cousins. And it's caught by Parker. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. Cousins now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. That's complete to Goldman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now a timeout called with 3 seconds to go, and of course they're in field goal range in the final seconds of this first half. The kick by Pinheiro is good, and that will do it for this first half. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Things definitely getting interesting around the NFL as we begin the month of December. So let's get right to it. We'll start up at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, and it's the Patriots leading that one in the second quarter. The Pats locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. From there, we head over to the Windy City. Check on the Bears at home, Soldier Field. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Minnesota Vikings. David Montgomery, a touchdown run in the victory. Lastly, we head to the...
You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This one fielded at the 5.
Well, someone wasn't very happy about that game being tied up. They came right back at them with a big-time return. They want to get back out in front as fast as possible.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
They'll run on first down. Pollard, and a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
Hey, let's go.
And quickly, they get to the line. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Throwing on first down. Blanchard. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and now it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Check.
Run for Pollard. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Pollard. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Cousins now from the 50. And this is caught. It's Parker. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now Cousins here on the bootleg. Trotty! That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Now Cousins. They're going to Gallman here on the screen. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Cousins again. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Kendrick Bourne, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are going to jump back in front. That's one of those touchdown tosses where if it's an inch to the right or left, it's not a touchdown. He had to put it right on the money.
Yeah, and how did he do that? Everything around him, everything swirling, all the coverage downfield. Somehow he spotted the opening and put it right there.
This one taken from the 7. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Blanchard. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Here's Pollard. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll keep it on the ground. Pollard, and he gets it down to the 48, enough for the 1st. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Let's go.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On 1st and 10, Blanchard. And that one incomplete. They tried to sneak in a deep blow with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now in Buffalo. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Bills have once again taken the lead. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it was finished off by a Devin Singletary touchdown run. Following the touchdown, here's Moore to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points,
and the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Myles Garrett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Cousins. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. The Dolphins on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. That pick is 9th on the season.
Remember when we were kids and you were playing Little League Baseball and they penciled you in the 9 spot in the order? That wasn't so good, was it?
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, Pollard. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Christian Wilkins picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Kirk Cousins now gearing up to lead this offense back out there. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for a few more turning points in this ball game. They're only 1 score down.
Yeah, true. We could have some twists and turns. Stay tuned. A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. Cousins now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Kendrick Bourne, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Throwing, Cousins. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
On 3rd down, Cousins got the connection here to Bourne. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking to throw. Blanchard And that is incomplete. Coverage that time by Bobby McCain.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
"46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Meanwhile, in Foxborough, there in the fourth quarter. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Sam Darnold, 3 touchdown passes thus far. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Cousins to throw. He leaves this one for Howard. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it's a 2nd down. Clock running here under 90 seconds to go. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. And he finds Parker here, complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. They'll look to throw. And this is Parker, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally. Here's Cousins.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Cousins. Open man is born. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Now Cousins. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. This to potentially send us to overtime. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. This to potentially send us to overtime. And his kick is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds, and now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff, Here, partner. I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
And just a couple of scenarios here to keep in mind. One, if you want to be really aggressive, you do throw the Hail Mary and see if you can get something downfield.
What would you do?
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
Let's see if they are in line with Charles Davis. Now Pollard. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. Set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
Off the play fake, Cousins. It gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw, Cousins. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. Cousins. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
Brandon, that's a huge completion there. Puts them in field goal range, but let's face it, they don't want 3 here. They want 6. With these overtime rules, a touchdown finishes it off.
Yeah, looking to win it right away. Good to know, though, that they have 3 in their back pocket if they need it. First down, here's Cousins. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3.
This is Howard on second down. And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. Cousins from the gun on 3rd. That's complete to Gallman. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On first down, they run with Howard. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to.
And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for Miami, the playoffs may be out of reach, but the win gets them to 4-8 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, there will be no perfect season here as the win streak to start the year ends at 11. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
Up this magic with the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You could see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Feel like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When I've been up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dreams reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Get drown out my problems, let me When I've been up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my